Guys, Coach will open real quick with a comment, and then we'll take some questions.
I think they're always pleased to go on the road in the SEC and have success and, win a game. I thought we did an outstanding job out there today on offense. Made a lot of explosive plays, made a lot of big plays, controlled the line of scrimmage pretty well. Scored 65 points, you can't complain much. It was great that the defense scored a touchdown on an interception return. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of things and a lot of areas of our team that we certainly need to improve. Made a lot of mistakes on defense today. Didn't play very well together as a unit. I had lots of opportunities to get off the field on third down and just didn't do it, which allowed them to extend drives. And I don't think that we really beat the other team when you give up 31 points like we did today, at least from a defensive perspective, and I think that's something we definitely need to improve on in the future. We're going to play a lot better offensive teams. We're going to play a lot better offensive team this week, one of the best offensive teams in the country in Missouri. So, we just need a lot of guys to have a little more focus, a little more discipline, a little more confidence in believing that if they do their job the way that we want them to do it, they're going to have the best chance to be successful. You got to give Arkansas a lot of credit for the way their players kept fighting in the game, and they kept playing really well on offense, and I think they're a much better team now on offense. The quarterback doing a nice job for them, and we didn't do a great job in coverage today, and we're going to have to improve in that area as well.
You said at halftime that the players look confused on defense. How do you clean that up and help them play better on that side of the ball?
Well, I think I just addressed that. I'm responsible for that. We need to coach them better. We need to prepare them better. They need to be able to make adjustments in the game better. When we see different things in the game, they got to be able to play them on principle, and they have to have confidence that they can go do that. And I just felt like, we didn't do a good job of that. That's my fault. That's my responsibility. That's us as coaches. We got to do a better job of teaching these guys so they're better prepared when the game comes and they can make those adjustments that they need to make.
Aside from the 4th and 1 play where you guys got stumped, how did you think the offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage in this game?
I said earlier, I thought we did a really good job of controlling the line of scrimmage in this game. We made a lot of explosive plays. We didn't have a lot of pressure on the quarterback, so I thought they did a really good job.
The running game, second quarter, one series and 2 or 3 later, especially the last one, looked like you really got going downhill. Was that part of what you wanted to get to see by this point?
Well, I think that we want to have balance on offense. I think that these guys played a lot of sort of pressure run defense, as I want to call them, which is probably what helped us make some explosive plays in the beginning of the game, especially on RPOs, especially to the tight end. But as the game wore on, I thought that our offensive line got control of the line of scrimmage. I thought our backs did a really good job of running hard in the game. Damian had over 100 yards. So Najee played well. Josh played well. So I was really pleased with the way we controlled the line of scrimmage.
Coach, offensively, how would you compare the way this team's playing right now to any other teams you've had in the preseason?
I can't make any comparisons. This is a different team. This team has their own identity for what they can do, and we just want them all to stay focused on what they need to do to continue to improve, so that we can continue to get better. I think we're going to play against some really good defensive teams down the road, and like I said earlier, you're not really competing against the other team. You're really competing against yourself. Are you really playing as well as you're capable of playing, and are you doing it on a consistent basis, down in and down out, relative to what your job is, the discipline you need to do to execute and do your job. And we're obviously doing that better on offense than we are on defense, but we also want the offensive players to be very aware that there's things that we can do better on offense, and we're going to continue to try to work to improve on.
There's a song offensively. How much of that is mental lapses?
I don't know. You'd have to define mental lapses for me. I think mental errors, and some of those things are difficult adjustments that may be things that we didn't practice. And I think when you have young players and they see new things, that sometimes it takes them a while to adapt in a game. But what you like for them to be able to do is play the next play. Don't let that affect them as they move forward, so they can go execute and do the things that we had practiced down, and we do know what we're doing on. And I think that's a mature competitor has the ability to do that, to play the next play and keep playing the next play. I thought we got some really timely turnovers, in the game, where they just scored more points. The last one, we had a lot of down the line guys on kickoff coverage. We didn't spill the ball right, we didn't cover the kick right, so they got great field position, so that was a little bit of a gift. But other than that, I think we can play a lot better. But the good news is everything that we're talking about is correctable. All right, so we just got to do a better job as coaches of correcting our players, doing a better job of preparing them for what they're going to see in the game, so that they have more confidence when the game comes and they can go through it, and that's sort of on us.
You got a formation where 2 and Jalen were both in the game. What kind of challenge do you think that presents for defense?
Well, we had a few more things that we were going to do out of it, but we didn't do it. That's the way the game went. But I think because of these two guys' skill set, it could be something that could present some problems for defensive teams. That's why we're doing it.
1 or 2 more?
Coach, what were your impressions of the Arkansas offense?
I thought they did a really good job. I mean, they had 400 yards total offense today, which, they kept battling in the game. And I thought the quarterback, played with a lot of grit, out there and scrambled around, made some plays. Like I mentioned earlier, we had some third down situations we should have got off the field on that we didn't. That whether we scrambled and made a first down or scrambled around and found somebody open. But I thought they did a really good job.
6 of the first 12 completions by scoring went to tight ends. They seem to be able to effectively hit the middle of the field, and then you guys were able to adjust and shut them down from that point forward. What were you able to do there?
Well, they were throwing tight end screens, tight end delays, and we had the guys covered. The guys were kind of coming off the coverage, and people get in front of the tight end, and they throw a screen to them, so they were really soft in the coverage, and they were running a lot of option routes. A couple times, we were supposed to play the stacks a little differently, and made a few mistakes on that. But they had a good plan, they did a good job of executing it, and our guys need to learn from it, grow, and get better.
Thanks, Coach.